Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Home Brewing with April. We are in Singapore, as you can see behind me here, and we are on the way to meet Stuart. So come with me and have a look.
Hello!
So we're inside and we're gonna brew some coffee too, no?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
What are we doing? Like, first of all, what are we doing? Then what are we brewing? I think.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We're brewing coffee.
We're brewing coffee. Okay, that's established.
Whatever, yeah, sure.
Which makes sense because it's home brewing with April, and that's coffee brewing. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. More specifically, how are we brewing that coffee?
Okay, so I have a couple of stuff, right? The old version. This old version of April.
That's the first version of April, which is
without the bump.
So we can talk about that.
And also the weird gap thing.
It's a design feature. So we have a server. We have a plastic April brewer.
Yeah, we have.
You choose the blue color.
Yeah, fine.
Sure. Do you like blue?
It's kind of maybe sure. I have the fellow sifting thingy, 200 microns. Got inspired by the AeroPress Champion, and then I think it does reduce a lot more bitterness. We'll see how that goes.
Reduce bitterness.
Less fines.
Less fines. Okay, so tell the world what's less fines.
Less
Why
fines.
Do you want less fines?
Less chance of bitterness, astringency, over extraction.
Basically, fines, smallest particle. Whenever you grind, right, you have a little bit of like a pyramid thing going on, and you have a lot of big particles, middle size, and then small, right?
Yeah.
Fines would be the smallest particles, pretty much. So that's something you want to take away. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see later, like if it makes a difference for you. Obviously, the new April filters.
Obviously.
Yes, obviously.
And we're soon gonna have the new ones, so that's another conversation.
There's more?
That's coming. Let's get the water started, so we have that running.
Oh, we have the water. I need water then.
You need water.
Okay, I need water then.
So water carafe. What's inside the carafe?
You can bring your camera later to see what's under the sink. So basically, it's just there's a poly something membrane that filters up any weird sand particles from the water, and then that goes through a carbon filter. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like we're in Singapore, which means the water is pretty good.
Super clean. Yeah.
Super clean, actually, right?
They actually RO our water.
Yeah, but this guy still then has a water filter at home.
Because you never know what happens in the pipes, right?
Yeah. But I see an espresso machine in the back here. And the water filter has something to do with that, maybe, because you want to keep that. No?
Yeah. Just make sure all the water going in is clean, because you want less weird stuff building in the pipe. So far, I haven't done a major maintenance thing on that. So far so good. Touch wood somewhere. Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Your water kettle sits at 93 degrees Celsius.
We're going to 92. We'll see how that goes.
We're going to 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's because you love 92 or because you know I love 92?
No, I love 92. Whatever he loves, that's great. No, I love 92. Right. 92 is great. Yeah. So, shall we grind?
Go, do your thing.
What are we brewing today? So we have coffee from Asylum. Papayo is a varietal that is kind of new. In Colombia, they discovered it looks like a shape of a papaya. So that's why it's called Papayo.
Cool.
Something like that. Yeah.
I never actually. Well, I have tried it because I went to the Asylum Coffee Shop. But that was actually the first time I ever tried it. So I never heard about this varietal, which is kind of cool.
You tried it when I brewed it.
I never tried it when you. You're either setting yourself up to fail.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I am gonna try it.
For sure.
Or you're gonna impress me, right? So let's see what happens.
For sure.
But I love to try it.
Yeah. So
what are we? Let's focus here, right?
Yeah.
So La Divisa is the farm.
Yeah.
Crop year 2023. Freshness of the coffee is very important. Always. Altitude. Okay. Producer Ruiz. Buena Vista Quinido. Cool. And it's gonna taste like florals, apricot, caramel, lime, and cacao nibs. And it's a wash process coffee.
So it says, but technically now I'm learning new things from Patrick, right? And what wash can mean many things.
Wash can mean many things.
Yeah,
I think that's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, wash can mean many things.
I think we're gonna let the flavor notes dictate whether this is actually a washed coffee or not. So one thing I will recommend, even though this is not my video, this is Stu's video.
It is?
But in general, wash today is a bit of a loose term. So maybe double check a little bit more detailed in general with coffees.
Usually, if they put like the details in the like how the coffee, who processed the coffee and how it's processed, then you get a little bit of a backstory to like how the washed was really washed.
True that though.
Right? Yeah. So this one actually has gone through a fermentation process, like a pretty long fermentation process of a 30-hour underwater like fermentation process, right? Before it's depulped and then washed. So technically the standard one I heard is 10 hours, 6 to 10 hours. So technically it's gone through a longer fermentation. So you do get a little bit more funky notes, but not as funky as a full-on like 72-hour anaerobic.
Still like cleanish, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna stop holding this and give you that so you can.
Yeah.
So how much?
So we're doing
dosing?
15. 1 is to 16, so 15 grams. 240 ml out. I mean, water in. The actual water that goes into this is less, right? I will dose normally 16 grams because I lose about a gram after shaking this guy. The fines that come out.
Cool. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. This coffee smells so yum.
Smells so yum. Yeah, for sure. I'm really curious to taste it for sure.
Yeah.
So more about the sifting thing. You have like a few different versions of this, right? Fellow obviously have one. You obviously have a fellow kettle, so you have a bit of a theme going on.
No. I was going to get.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah, I was gonna think. I was actually considering the Kroof versions, but I saw it's kind of messy and it's got like 3 levels, and I'm like, there's a method to shaking. I'm like, it's too much work for me, man. I just want to shift out the finer particle stuff, right?
So basically, home brewing, you want it easy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not super easy to sift your coffee, but it could be very beneficial.
I'll show you. I have a bit of cocktail making experience. I have a method of shaking.
Okay.
So
you also have this
ZP6, 1Z espresso. I'm at grind size 6, so it's a little bit finer than.
So that's the filter coffee model they
Yes.
have. Okay, which I believe we've done a YouTube video on at some point.
You have. Yep.
Is that why you bought it? Wishful thinking on my side. It's a good grinder though.
Very.
But not good enough. You still have to sift, right?
Yeah, fine. Technically, yes.
That is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you always like hand grinders. Was this your first hand grinder? Has it been a journey, or you like? You ended up with this?
Back there somewhere, there's a Comandante. I have not touched it for a year. I have a Timor C2 something somewhere.
So it's fair you tried quite a few grinders.
Yeah. This guy so far, like I really like, but I have the other version, which is the K Plus, which I bring with me on the road, in case I want to make a weird ass espresso kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see how that goes. Okay, so we have 16 grams. And we will put it through the sifter. So this thing has 2 like lid things, right? One at the bottom, one at the top, and the middle is where the sifting thing happens, right?
Cool. So you pour it in the chamber, and then you're gonna shake it.
Yes. Messy.
A little bit, yeah. A lot of work also, no, right? But why not? If it makes the coffee better, let's do it.
For sure, hopefully. Yeah. So a little cocktail shaking, thumb in the base, and then we go. Look at that, cocktail shaking.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I don't mind it when it's more of a ritual thing. And again, if it's a taste your cup, I still remember seeing Ben put on the World Barista stage in Korea. So that's what we call fines, very small particles.
Lots of fines.
Cool.
Right?
So the theory now is because of this, we're gonna have a cleaner cup of coffee.
We'll see.
Yeah.
According to you.
According to me, yeah. Yes. According to me, taking out the fines can make a cleaner cup of coffee. That's true. Maybe also potentially make the cup a little bit flat, taste-wise? Because you lack a little bit of range?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Basically, what Stuart is saying, always take away the fines. So you rinsed, because so now we're getting ahead of ourselves, right?
Okay.
So now you're rinsing the paper filter.
Yes, I've rinsed the filter.
That's a conversation to have.
I have tasted paper taste. So, I mean, I'm on the side of rinsing your paper.
Yeah, sure.
So, I'm even on the side if you have the time to like really put 200 ml water inside and then use a little puffy thing or blow it and then get rid of any volatile, I can't remember what it was called. Something, I think this is a 2018 champion or something that was talking about rinsing paper and then still having some of the volatiles in here as air particles that could affect. I haven't really found a difference, but I have tasted paper taste.
Fair enough. So we rinsed the paper filter.
Yes.
Easy.
Okay, so
Tell us a little bit about the scale you're using.
I'm
not sure what this is.
I'm not a big fan, but I have it. It's a
That's a defluid.
It's a defluid.
Is that one of the new ones? Or is that like what
Yeah,
they
you
started with?
can kind of see the flow rate of what you're pouring, but I don't really care. I'm just hitting. I'm gonna do a 2 pour.
Cool.
Right?
Go for it.
Yeah, and let's see if we got enough after I shifted.
What would you do if you're not enough? Would you like grind more and sift more?
No, let's change the dose. I mean, of water.
Okay.
Change the recipe, but we'll see how it goes.
So
We
that's
got
pretty
more.
accurate, I would say. Yeah. So 15.1. So then you're actually going to take that out. So as a home brewer, you're actually quite specific, I would say.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I'm a bit more casual at home.
You see, it's a funky scale, right? Okay, there we go. Oof, 15. Done.
So 15 grams of coffee, shake the filter.
I shake the filter. I get
Looks cool.
a little bit of flat stuff in. I'm gonna do 2 pours. Okay, I need some space here, man.
On the way?
Yep. Wait, see if you're
Oh wait,
still
do you
free.
need space to pour?
Yeah, I need space to pour. Yeah, for
doesn't
sure.
need space
Oh,
to
come on.
Wow.
Yeah, later you spoil my. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, fine. It's fine. Okay, so we start at the center and we go out the circle and then go back to the center. That's the first pour.
Cool.
Okay.
And how much volume?
120.
120.
120.
And then you're pouring for how long? Oh, 13, 14, 15.
Kind of close.
So roughly a 20-second pour there, which is cool. 120, you hit that pretty well, I would say. And now, how long are you going to let this sit?
40 seconds.
40
I know
seconds.
you would say 35, but
Do you find there's a massive difference between, let's say, 1 minute or 20 seconds? Or...
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
why-
Predominantly more of choking.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
Back to the center and then around again.
we're starting in the center both times and then work ourselves
Back to
out.
center again and then ending.
Awesome. And then ending in the center.
240.
240. So kind of a high ratio.
1 to 16.
Is it 1 to 16?
Yeah.
I need to double check my math, but okay.
1 to 16. 15 grams
I did
of
not
coffee.
try to calculate it.
15 grams of coffee to...
I mean, YouTube will judge you if that is wrong, right? But I assume you're right, so don't worry.
Wait, let me pull out the calculator.
Okay.
I'm quite sure I'm right. I hope I'm right. Okay, anyway. So
Fair enough. Now we let this go down.
yeah, we'll probably be about 2 minutes, 15 seconds, and we'll let it all drain till you see the bed is kind of dry.
So you like brewing fast?
Fast.
2 minutes, kind of fast.
Yeah. Then again, I haven't really calibrated this guy. I just got it from the shop.
Okay,
we'll see
so
how that goes.
new coffee first brew, always a little bit difficult.
For sure.
So basically, it's fair to say that you use your kind of standard recipe,
Yes.
and then you see what comes out of it,
Yes.
right?
Sometimes I do a 3 pour, but so far I like the 2 pour kind of method. So we'll see how that goes. So we got 2
So
minutes.
let's say 2 minutes. That's pretty much what you were looking for.
Yeah.
We take it off, and we're looking for floral, apricot, caramel, lime, cacao nibs.
Pretty close, I guess.
Pretty close. Okay. Cool.
Says me, God knows. Don't take my word for it. Yeah.
Do we have any cups?
Yeah.
All right, yes, we do glass. That feels very original.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't see a lot of homebrewers using glass.
Yeah.
Do you always
okay,
drink from
so
glass?
if you look at the machine somewhere behind there, I have a bunch.
So he has more cups. There's nothing wrong with glass, though.
I have a bunch of ceramics. Right. But the issue about it is that I feel that they affect taste based on the glaze and the material that's
Okay, so you think glass
so
is
glass
like
has the least chance of extracting.
say the cleanest?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fair enough.
It's just an opinion.
Interesting observation. You might want to try drinking from glass. April has glass mugs. Just as a side note.
Right? Yes. I like the plot. Okay.
I actually really like the whole glass thing.
So I'm gonna give you half of this.
Okay, so you're actually going to measure. Do you measure normally when you have guests at home? No.
But I hope this is half. Let me see what happens.
I don't know.
Wait, stop. Don't drink it yet.
Just gonna...
Sniff it, yeah, sure.
Almost. Not really. Almost.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, no, that's not half. 90, yeah.
Boom. Okay.
Cool. So let's try, right?
Yeah. Stressful.
So sifted coffee, grinded by this, 15 grams of coffee, 240 grams of water, which we're debating the ratio there a little bit, but it makes sense. 92 degrees water. April paper filter makes a big difference. It fits well with April brewer, makes sense, right? And fairly complex washed Colombian coffee.
Decent. Could go a little bit finer for my grind size. As for my brew time, I would like a 2-minute 30-second brew, but then yeah, caramel, lime.
On the lighter side?
On the lighter side for sure, because you lose all the fines.
Yeah, sure.
So therefore you can grind. I think I can grind finer, probably 5. Sift it out and try again. Yeah.
To get a little bit more into it, yeah. It's juicy though, and it's clean. Fair point about the lime, caramel, definitely a bit stone fruity. Maybe not so much cacao nibs,
Not so much.
but that's a good thing.
Sure, yeah.
Because that means the coffee is clean.
I'm quite sure if you leave the fines in there, you're going to get the cacao nibs.
Okay, cool.
I think so.
I'd say like this: we're gonna make another brew anyway, just for editing purposes.
Sure.
And we're gonna actually try to leave the fines in also.
For sure.
And then we talk a little bit about that as well.
For sure.
Right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what comes out of it.
Nice.
So we're back. We brewed another version with the fines, just because it was fun. We didn't like it as much as the ones without the fines. So screw that version. No? What we did do was that we did another normal version where we sifted again, but we grinded on 5.
Yes.
So a little bit finer.
Yes.
Right? Let's try it. So in this short period of time, we brewed 3 coffees, which is quite interesting.
Hey. Wait.
And we're still weighing just sophisticated.
God. Whatever it was.
What's the price of the dye fluid?
I have no
Scale.
idea. I bought it on a whim and thinking it could be because it was much cheaper than the IKEA, you know. So like, I don't want an IKEA scale, so I'm just gonna go and dye fluid. But then it's a bit finicky. It goes by like 0.2 gram increments, kind of weird stuff.
Sure.
The tearing and like the start turning off and stuff. It's different because I have had used the IKEA before and I'm very used to that flow. This is different.
It's a little bit finer grind size. I think maybe we have a bit more fruit forward. Still very juicy and clean, but I think that's definitely something we can recommend.
Yeah.
For sure.
More body, a little bit more body, yeah.
Going a little bit, so maybe go a little bit finer, sift out those fines. And what you can get pretty much is like a slightly stronger cup of coffee that would still taste clean, which is kind of the cool thing, right?
Yeah.
That's super cool. So we're kind of happy with that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The thing about it is not just about the functionality of what it is, but also the ease of use, right? Because this is pretty easy. The problem about this thing is the mess it creates and the cleaning of this. Because if you change your coffee, then you need to brush this down in the chamber as well. But other than that, it does what it does. And I think if you will do the groove and then you have like 3 different sizes and stuff, it's a bit too much work.
Not your thing. So you want it simple, but don't mind doing a little bit of extra effort to make the coffee.
This is pretty simple.
Cool. So recommendation from Singapore, do a little bit of sifting. And it might actually taste really good and really clean. Awesome. So with that, we want to thank you very much for letting me into your home. This is an interesting one.
Thank you for having me, yes.
Thank you guys for watching. As per always, this is another video of the Home Brewing with April series, and we're looking forward to do a lot more of these. Obviously, the settings are a little bit different, a little bit noisier, as you can hear in the background. We are in someone's home, and that's perfectly fine. As always, if you want to support, make sure you subscribe to the video, share the video, comment below if you have any questions, any thoughts, any recommendations. Sign up for Patreon. That's where you're going to know where I'm going next, the first, and get all the kind of nitty-gritty behind the scenes details from April. So with that, we just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for having us. Amazing.
Thank you.
Have a good day. We want to give a special thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. It's because of you that we are able to continue to make these videos. And we want you all to feel free to always come with suggestions and ideas on the content that you want to see, because we are doing this for you and because of you. Thank you from all of us here at April.